Yeah, this one T Nasty, and I got another dope video for y'all. Is Watch Mojo rank every Dragon Ball movie, and I'm doing this video because Dragon Ball Superhero came out, and might I add, it's hard for me to say that movie is better than Broly, Dragon Ball Super Broly. Oh man, it's up for debate. I ain't even gonna get into it. A later video if y'all want me to discuss more in detail about how I like that movie over Broly. But Superhero was a good movie. And before I seen anything, there was a lot of talk saying that movie was trash. Now, there's some things I didn't like about it. There's some things I did. Like, I didn't like the fact that Goku was being dumb. Like, oh, you just sitting there. You can't train by just sitting there. When Goku invented the whole mental training thing in his head training, he did it, I think a couple times. And all of a sudden, he's dumb. Like, oh, you can't train like that. I hated that. And I hate the fact that Piccolo was like, he wished for his potential to get released because, like, Piccolo is a warrior, bro. They shitted on him for years. Piccolo always trained. He always earned his power, bro. And Piccolo would have never done that. Never. You know what I'm saying? Never done that, bro. Piccolo worked hard at everything he got, bro, as far as his power level. They shitted on him plenty of time. Like, Piccolo should have. Like, he fused with 3 other people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, 2 other people. Nail and Kami. He fused with Nail to get stronger, but he came back to his original self, which should have made him even stronger, which did. He was powerful than the Super Saiyan, but after that, man, it was like nothing. You know what I'm saying? And Gohan, I get the direction it was going. Like, everybody got their own power up, right? There's no more like everybody just being Super Saiyans, right? You got Ultra Instinct, Goku's thing, Ultra Ego, which they both make sense, and Gohan with his thing. I get it. And Piccolo with his extra power up. I get it, bro. But you gotta make some of that stuff make sense. And it can't come off as Dragon Ball Heroes. You know what I'm saying? You know, Dragon Ball Heroes with the what ifs and all the other, like Super Saiyan 4 Broly, that type of deal. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't wasting more time. I'll say that for another video. If y'all want me to do a video talking about this whole thing with Superhero, I will do it. Y'all just let me know in the comments. But let's go on and get to this reaction.
Hey guys, it's Ash here with Watch Mojo, and today we're going to be ranking all
now the old Dragon Ball movies was like not canon, so
he's the legendary Super Saiyan. I can't believe how cowardly you're acting, Vegeta.
For this list, we'll be
you see how Piccolo is, bro? You think Piccolo would have wished for a power up? No.
To best. As much as we'd love to give our thoughts
I
on
love the movie though.
Live action adaptation, we'll be sticking to animated features.
But it got to a point where they forgot their old content, bro.
Sound off in the comments. And if there's another Dragon Ball list you want to see, go to my Twitter at AshJBo and let me know.
You can't character develop a character that's already developed. You know what I mean?
Bio Broly. This one should have come with a hazard warning. You probably can't
the worst
the sludge,
DBZ movie of all time. I agree with Watch Mojo on this one.
Impressively, ruining Broly isn't even the film's most damning sin. That belongs to its utter lack of tension. While adding Android 18 and Hercule to the mix brings some breezy humor to the first half, when the beefed-out Blondie finally enters the fray, the movie devolves into a series of well-animated but inexcusably boring fights. Broly with boring fights.
It was well animated. I give him that.
Since he's barely the same character anyway. Much like the Saiyan himself, the gross drudge makes this a mindless slog devoid of any personality or substance.
Where's Broly? That freak's all wet. Huh?
Number 23.
I didn't like that one at all.
Of the Blood Rubies. The nicest thing we can say about the first ever Dragon Ball film is that it's wholly inoffensive, but there's no real reason to check it out either. Set in an alternate continuity, Curse of the Blood Rubies retells the events of the series'
I can't remember if I've seen this one.
50 minutes, and it goes about as well as you'd expect. The breakneck pace robs the story of any sense of adventure or heart.
I did it! I did it! This Kamehameha stuff really worked!
However, the biggest downgrade is replacing Emperor Pilaf as the central villain with the completely forgettable King Gurumez. It never just
Yeah, I can't remember this one, y'all.
Existence for new or old fans, and instead exists as a watchable,
I'm sure I've seen it.
altogether pointless detour. Number 22, Dragon Ball Z Broly Second Coming. It may not douse the title character in Sludge, but this sequel's power level is still noticeably lower than the first. The film crawls through trivial and clunky plot points at a pace rivaling Frieza's infamous 5 minutes, only to reward your
Bro, I've seen this one, bro. Like,
scuffle where Broly somehow doesn't kill Videl.
Somebody woke up cranky, and it's just gonna get worse.
It feels like we're trapped in the hyperbolic time chamber until Gohan arrives ready to
okay, I
kill
know
some
this one.
Saiyan tail.
The father,
But even then,
the father and son's Kamehameha.
fails to generate anything resembling excitement. Second Coming saving grace is the legendary family Kamehameha, which is epic enough to single-handedly rescue it from absolute embarrassment. Number 21, Dragon Ball Sleeping
22
Princess
though?
in Devil's Castle. At the very least, the franchise's
I guess I love the animation on that one. The animation on that one was pretty damn good. So
admittedly, that's a low power pole to reach. Lucifer and his plan.
I'm not even gonna comment on like
is
the
memorable, but
the
ultimately
Dragon
it's
Ball
the same
movies.
key with a different color. It's just a new villain, a new evil plan, and a new reason for Goku to put up his dukes. Compared
Because I don't even think I've seen this one.
it's just not all that entertaining. Sure, it isn't without some classic Dragon
I'm
Ball
sure I hadn't
gags,
seen this one.
but the poor animation and lackluster story structure make it hard to sit through. Maybe if Lucifer had gotten rid of the sun, there wouldn't be such a shadow hanging over this film. Number 20, Dragon Ball GT, A Hero's Legacy. Even though Future Trunks already proved that stories outside
Actually,
the main timeline
I've seen this one.
is super,
And I actually like this one.
Only flick failed to do anything.
But I think because it's
interesting with the
GT is the reason why it's so far
There's
back.
loads of potential in seeing the future generation grapple with their weighty lineage, but instead of doing that, we get a bland road trip without any of the character or drama that define.
Bro, like GT was just a abomination. It was just like an abomination, bro. Like, but Z had holes in it. Super has like holes in it, bro. It's like a lot of problems with like a lot of this stuff. But the fact that Dragon Ball is still a hit is crazy to me, bro. Because it's a lot of source material that they forgot. There's a lot of fucking plot holes. I mean, I could go on, bro, on and on.
It's simply to be
That's for a later video, bro. Like I said, if y'all want me to do a video like that and tell you about the problems I have with the Dragon Ball series,
much like the
that will.
series it hails from, the ideas here are solid. We just wish this grand tour.
I think it's just like too many people, like too many cooks in the kitchen, bro.
Lord Yao, your reign is over!
Number 19, Dragon Ball Z, Lord Slug.
My problem is that they forget about a lot of shit, bro.
Is named after, but on paper, there's a lot going for this one. Lord Slug, despite lacking any real personality, at least stands out as the only Namekian.
I don't know. This movie was actually pretty damn good.
He
I love this
actually
movie.
achieves his wish for eternal youth too. Not that it did him much good after Goku went Super Saiyan, or not so Super Saiyan. Don't ask us what that's about. The fun movesets and expanded Namekian lore are welcome additions, but that's just not enough to stand out in a series with over 20 films. It's not a bad way to spend an hour, but
I don't
it doesn't
know.
do anything the
Let's
other
see.
Dragon Ball films don't do
What
better.
movies y'all think was better than Lower
Number
Slug?
18, Dragon Ball Mystical Adventure.
Why do people want these so badly?
Well, I guess because they want to wish for something.
After 2 strikeouts, the last of the original Dragon Ball films finally made it onto a base, even if it's not quite a grand slam either. Yes, it's another ultimate retelling, but this one actually has fun.
This was better than Lower Slug.
It adapts parts of the 22nd World Martial Arts Tournaments and Red Ribbon Army sagas, but with bizarre new plot elements like Chiaotzu being a king and Arale helping take down Mercenary Tao. Unfortunately, it's too short to do any of these ideas justice, which makes it
I enjoyed Lower Slug, bro.
The novelty wears off. It's not quite worthy of its mystical moniker, but
I mean, I did
it's
like
enough to warrant a first watch. Number 17, Dragon Ball Z: The Tree of Might.
Tree of Might was
Goku
good.
Black Who? Long before Super did it, this flick took a crack at the evil doppelganger trope, and even managed to tie it into...
It's another thing they like to do too. They like to have these Goku clones all over Dragon Ball. Like, bro, come on. Like, if you look at Dragon Ball Heroes, bro, you got regular Goku, you have Super Saiyan 4 Goku from the future or whatever it is. You have, what's his name, Goku Black. Then you have Turles, and it's another one I'm missing. I think it's the one with the hood, the Scouter. Like, they love Goku, bro. They love him so much, like they flood us with it.
The opening act feels unnecessarily padded, looking at you, Icarus. But once it sprouts,
I don't know,
the
bro.
story takes a refreshing
Captain
turn.
Ginyu's still in his
They
body,
touch on
and
our
like it's just so
gives
like,
the plot a unique
okay, we get it.
objective
Goku's
that's
like
more than
the
just punching the other
protagonist.
guy really hard.
Today, Junior?
He's the main character, but we don't have to flood him with it. You know what I'm saying?
Good
This
use
is
of the
stupid.
supporting cast and the always appreciated Great Ape form, and there's a lot to like here. If it got into the root of things quicker and didn't...
Well, I guess Turles ain't canon, so I guess
it might have been able to climb
Goku
the
Black's
tree
fine.
a bit higher. Number 16, Dragon Ball Z: The Return of Cooler. Frieza's brother.
I thought this movie was
is played by
terrible.
a cardinal rule of anime and horror.
I like
villains.
Lower Slug over this one.
Always come back for a sequel. Thanks to his shiny enhancements, Goku and Vegeta team up for the first time to deliver some devastating combos. They may not be able to compete with a metal army, but it's still novel and epic.
They struggle with one metal cooler. Then you see this?
No, Vegeta. No, shut up.
Now, Gohan, Piccolo, and Krillin are there too, but they aren't given much to do anyway. Really, those scenes are only notable for Master Roshi and Yajirobe, who add some much-needed humor. Return of Cooler is inconsistent and has a highly questionable ending, but the gold head fight at its center is awesome enough to keep us coming back. Number 15, Dragon Ball: The Path to Power. To commemorate the 10th anniversary of the original anime, this film went back to Bulma running over Goku. But
I
don't
saw that,
worry,
so
this retelling is actually
pretty good.
pretty damn good.
Yeah, it really
Despite
was.
cramming elements of several arcs into 90 minutes, the streamlined narrative actually manages to capture the spirit of the original series in a way no other reimagining has. The exemplary production values and excellent music make it easy to revisit even for those already familiar with the story, which is exactly what a retelling should do. It can only fly so high since it's retreads something we've seen before, but at the very least it deserves praise for making even Yamcha look cool again. Number 14, Dragon Ball Z: Dead Zone. As the very first film under the Z moniker, this entry is a happy fusion dance of the best elements of the original series and its sequel. It isn't all muscle and beam struggles, but it's also much more ambitious than previous Dragon Ball films, especially in its villain. Garlic Jr. may seem like a less interesting Emperor Pilaf, but he gets credit for successfully wishing for immortality and having a motive
I
that
have
ties
to,
into
I have
the
to
series'
rewatch
established
Lower
lore.
Slug, bro,
I ask to be made immortal.
because I don't remember Lord Slug being that bad. Because I actually like Lord Slug over this one.
Get in on the action first. Even the
I gotta rewatch it, bro.
can't say that
I remember
anymore.
being like hyped about Lord Slug, bro.
Dragon Ball Z: Super Android 13. If Vegeta was mad Trunks didn't warn him about the extra androids before, wait until he hears there's 3 more coming their way. At least they make for a film that's entertaining from beginning to end. The well-paced story involves genuine rising action to escalate the fight between not one, not two, but 3 Super Saiyans.
Look, it's a Super Saiyan triune, Gohan!
Creative locales like a shopping mall and the Arctic keep things
Bro.
engaging, even though the whole movie is basically one non-stop beatdown. It doesn't shake up the formula and its villains are as bland as actual robots, but it's hard to care when even the obligatory Spirit Bomb finisher is this cool. Number 12.
Now that finisher was cool, but that's the goodest thing about that
When you
movie.
think of the most powerful warriors in the
Oh
early days
man,
of
I
Z,
think I hold
Goku should come
Lord
to
Slug harder than most, bro. I love Lord
10
Slug,
are
bro.
Probably up there too. Unfortunately, Dr. Wheelo.
Did like in the English dub they had like this Linkin Park song, or was it
In his
Disturbed?
quest to find the strongest body to inhabit, he doesn't
I have to
kidnap
rewatch it,
any
bro.
of those guys, but Master Roshi instead.
Now what can I do for you?
Dr. Wheelo calls for you. Come with us.
Oh, and did we mention Wheelo is just a brain in a robot suit? The new antagonist and
Overlook-
storyline are delightfully unique, especially compared to the series.
Hey, Lord Slug ain't getting enough credit,
It
bro.
may not have as much high-octane action as the later Z films, but this underrated gem's inventive narrative and quirky characters are a love letter to the best parts of the original run.
I do remember that.
Dragon Ball Z Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan.
Hey, let me know in the comment section which one y'all like better. The old Broly or the new one? I mean, I like the new Broly, but man, the old Broly was just not enough character development with the old Broly.
Villain to star in 3 films, and that's not.
And they kind of fucked with
his recent
the
reboots.
sequels.
As the longest of the original Z movies, it takes a long time for the power levels to start rising. But Broly does one thing right, and it does.
Like the first movie was pretty good,
The action is bar none.
but
some of the most
the next 2 was trash, bro.
from any
They
corner
fucked
of
them
the
over.
franchise.
So yeah, I'm sure a lot of people be like, yeah, we like the new Broly better.
Broly's lack of compelling characterization isn't as much of a detriment here either, since the vengeful Paragus
Man.
gives the film a complex.
Then he let somebody else write for
This movie's impact and
the Dragon Ball series, because they can do so much with
gold in
Broly.
his hair. Number 10.
So much with Broly, bro.
Wrath of the Dragon. Nope, Shenron isn't the focus here, and neither is a new villain.
Well,
Instead,
I'll take that back.
the spotlight falls
We'll
on
see when it comes to the new series that come out.
conflicted hero with half of the ruinous Hirudegarn trapped inside him. Refreshingly, this movie gets quiet, which allows a heartfelt bond to grow between.
This movie's pretty fucking good. What number is it?
The young Saiyan soon realizes the only way to stop Hirudegarn is to kill his new friend, which is just the kind of character-based conflict we wish more of the movies had.
Davion!
It's an
This movie told a good story and everything, bro.
Goku's shoehorned victory robs Trunks' choice of any real consequence.
Like the only problem I had with it is like, bro, Goku again on top. Like Goku should have won this one, I think.
It's only natural that a picture with dragon in its name is one of the series' best.
I
As long
think.
as you skip the last few minutes, that is. Number 9, Dragon Ball Z Bojack Unbound. For the most part, this film
Bojack wasn't better than the last one, bro.
villain and his lackeys are a threat to Earth, and Goku and company beat them up. Well, except for one noticeable difference. Goku is dead. Instead, this is Gohan's
This is
movie,
like-
and it's all the better for it.
This is pretty much like the Cell Saga all over again, you know?
Conventional landscapes and interesting.
As far as, like,
character
Gohan
interactions
powering
before
up
the
and-
titular villain even steps onto the battlefield. When he does, it's top-tier classic Dragon Ball action at its finest, capped off with a scene that needs no introduction. Gohan is no stranger to iconic power-up sequences, but this one serves as a special reminder of how unbelievably cool he was at his peak. Goku, we barely missed ya.
Yeah, it's like the Cell Saga all over again, bro.
Number 8, Dragon Ball Z Cooler's Revenge. Frieza's brother might not fare much better than his sibling.
All right, I gotta rewatch all these movies, bro.
That's not for a lack of trying. A well-timed blast.
Now this movie is trash.
Out of commission for most of the runtime.
And it's the one with Gohan was whistling to the dragon.
It's a tense and captivating setup, especially since it leads to the fantastic quarrel between Piccolo and Cooler's armored squadron. When our hero jumps back in the ring, the showdown is nothing short of ferocious and builds towards one of the greatest Super Saiyan transformations, period.
He's changed.
This movie suck, bro.
It ends with Goku literally throwing the villain's last attack back at him. We can't think of a finishing blow any cooler. Pun fully intended. Number 7, Dragon Ball Z, The History of Trunks. There's no saving the Earth.
Nah, this one was pretty damn good. I wish it was higher.
Already won by the time the opening credits roll. Following future Trunks before his debut in the Android saga, this glimpse at his apocalyptic timeline is by far one of the bleakest corners of the franchise.
I think my only problem with it, this one is like, you know, Gohan out have all this potential, right? A lot of loss. He had like, I'm sure like, it was just him and Trunks, right? So I think he lost Chi-Chi. Goku wasn't there.
Sorry about that, Trunks, but I wouldn't be.
He should have been higher than fucking just a Super Saiyan, bro. Yeah, he turned Super Saiyan 2 at what he was, 14? You mean to tell me with all that loss and all that, and he's still growing and all that fighting he was doing, he ain't higher than a Super Saiyan?
It's a must-watch. Number 6, Dragon Ball Z Fusion Reborn. Earth isn't the only thing at stake when
that's the only thing I didn't like about like that whole future thing.
In other world. Though personally, we don't mind the makeover. The film may follow our favorite Saiyan duo battling the incarnation of Malice, but it manages to have a lot of fun along the way. Whether it's the quirky aesthetic,
Janemba was pretty cool,
animation, or delightful villain cameos,
and it did look good.
Manages to be pure popcorn entertainment. Don't fret, it's got style to spare too. Alongside a badass design, Janemba's unusual abilities make for an
Janemba was a great design. They need to redo him.
Throw in the spectacular debut of a fan favorite fusion, and we're reminded that action and fun aren't mutually exclusive.
Man, they just jumped the gun with all these transformations. Like they just jumped the gun with all these, I'm sorry for pausing, but they jumped the gun with all these transformations, right? Because at the end of Dragon Ball Z, when he flew off with Oob and all that, they didn't have all these power-ups, bro. They didn't even do all this shit, bro. And now, all of a sudden, they're Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego ain't introduced yet, but Ultra Instinct has been, and Pan's 3 down in the new series. So they jumped the gun, bro. Like, the ending of Dragon Ball Z is not canon anymore when it should have been. You know what I'm saying? I think they're doing too much. They're doing too much, bro.
5, Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F. After yet another embarrassing defeat, Frieza was probably better off.
F was good because I think
as the follow-up to Battle of Gods,
we get to see more Dragon Ball when we thought Dragon Ball was not going to be around anymore.
From the previous film, while still forging its own identity, Frieza is better than ever, with all the menace and refined cruelty that made him iconic in the first place. His vengeful invasion of Earth is a definite high point, boasting
my problem with the new Dragon Ball right now is that the fact that
to sell the scale of the
everybody's strong, like Goku and Vegeta is training their asses off, and all Gohan had to do is snap to catch up with him, right? Piccolo got a wish to catch up with him. Frieza, I don't have to train. I don't have to train that much to fucking catch y'all. You know what I'm saying? All just lazy before, so all I have to do is train for like 4 months and I catch y'all. You know what I'm saying? This lazy shit, bro. Lazy writing.
The Red Ribbon Army returns with some new androids for Gohan to thrash. But despite the costumes,
and all of a sudden these androids all of a sudden like strong, bro. Like, come on, man. With no information about them.
Explore its characters instead of throwing them into more world-ending action.
Like, that's another thing I hate about it, right? These androids, right? pretty much Goku and the rest of the gang are pretty much like gods, right? Like if you Cell had to fuse with the other androids become as strong as he was, right? And Goku and everybody, the whole Z fighters, they after the tournament of power, like power level just went up, right? And Dr. Gito, spoiler alert, didn't know anything about them, right? Or their power levels, but you can create 2 androids that rival them. Now, Cell, Ultimate Cell, Perfect Cell made sense, right? Because he fused with 2 androids. That was pretty strong, right? I give you 17 and 18, right? I give you 17 and 18, how strong they were, right? I give you that. And I give you how Perfect Cell was so strong because he fused with those 2 badass fucking androids, right? With him already being strong. So I give you that. But if you're not finna tell me Dr. Jetto didn't know, or is it Hedo, whatever it is, he didn't know nothing about the fucking Z fighters and how strong they got, and you come out with these fucking 2 badass goddamn androids. You know, that's what I hated about that.
Though don't worry, there's still plenty of
Then
that too.
I'm not gonna bring up Cell
CG
Max.
Animation definitely takes some getting used to. It still delivers some fast-paced fight
Like
scenes.
Goku and Vegeta were like rug beaters, bro. It was hard for you to find somebody that was stronger. Now all of a sudden, people can just make fucking gods in their kitchen.
That empowering character arcs are just as much a part
That was
of
my problem with
as the high-stakes
superhero.
action. Number 3.
I love the story though.
Bardock, the father of Goku.
Damn
He
good
may be
movie.
the main character, but Goku's father is anything but a hero. We shouldn't like the Saiyans after all the lives they've taken, and yet you can't help but root for Bardock as he hopelessly tries to save his planet.
Damn good movie.
Outnumbered and outclassed, his only solace is a vision that his son will avenge their race one day.
It's you, my son.
So then I guess that movie that he got transported
It's
and
a
he became Super Saiyan is not gonna be on his list.
to end in tragedy, but by the time it's over, you'll want to wish for Shenron to change the outcome. Much like History of Trunks, Bardock's story is an essential chapter in Dragon Ball history that looks to the past to find a deeper appreciation of the present. Number 2, Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods. If you asked Shenron for Dragon Ball in its purest form, he'd bring you this film.
I guess superhero ain't gonna be on his list.
This isn't just an excuse for cool action. It's a joyous celebration of everything.
It was a good
that makes
movie,
the series.
but
It's classic, yes. but
my only
don't
problem
think it
with
plays it safe.
Battle of Gods
It can't help Goku beat
is
Beerus.
Vegeta.
You heard that right. Goku is actually capable of losing a fight. Speaking of Beerus, he and Whis are given the time to grow.
I didn't like how
into
weak,
organic parts
like
of
even though he knew who
Beerus in a
Beerus
way
was, I don't like how
the
weak
original characters
Vegeta was
have.
portrayed.
I mean, you're the strongest in the whole universe.
Well, I'm happy to see you're finally realizing the full terror of Beerus the Destroyer.
I seen fucking Vegeta go against rug beaters and then bow down like that, dancing and shit. You know what I'm saying? I hated that.
He truly understands the spirit that's made the
And the fact that
successful to this
he's the
day.
Prince of all Saiyans and he let fucking
Be sure
Goku
to
become the
subscribe to
fucking
our
god.
channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Toriyama don't like fucking Vegeta, bro.
Notified for occasional videos.
I was surprised he let him win in
If you're
superhero.
on your phone,
Spoiler
make sure
alert.
to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Dragon Ball Super Broly. The legendary Super Saiyan has
So they add
known
superhero.
more for
Well,
his
this video
battle
came out.
prowess than his personality. And there was
Oh,
no one
can't see
better
it.
to remedy that than series creator Akira Toriyama himself. The film is
Broly was a good one, bro.
indebted to Toriyama's excellent script that lets the audience genuinely invest.
But like as it ages, would you feel the same?
Before the action ramps up.
That?
Is that you little?
It's a more recent one.
Here's what
It
I
was
think
damn
about
good now,
treatment.
but it has its problems too.
Of course, it helps that this is tails down the most visually impressive the series has ever been. We thought Gogeta was cool before, but the looser animation style allowed his breathtaking smackdown with Broly.
Well,
to reach
I
extreme
can honestly
heights
say my
we
only
never thought
problem with
possible. Broly
Broly
single-handedly proved that even after 30 years of animated brawls, the series
is that
power level hasn't finished climbing just
it took
yet.
Gogeta, Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta to beat him.
you agree with our picks, check out this other recent...
Some of them, but like Lord Slug, I guess I don't know, man. I guess Lord Slug has a special place in my heart, bro. And I can swap up a few other movies, but for the most part, y'all did good. Watch Mojo. But that's the end of the video. Like I said before, let me know if y'all want me to talk about it in another video. Just let me know in the comment section, bro. It's very entertaining. I love my Dragon Ball. I could talk on and on about it. I have my wish lists, like stuff I want to see happen. Like for instance, I ain't gonna dive into it deep, but Broly, right, should be the one that bring back Super Saiyan 4, right? Broly should make Super Saiyan 4 canon because you're off giving everybody else their own power-ups. Beast Gohan, Orange Piccolo, Ultra Instinct Goku, and Ultra Ego Vegeta, right? You're giving everybody their own separate thing. Super Saiyan 4 Broly, because he's legendary Super Saiyan, and he gets his power from tapping into the Great 8 form, right? So since he's the only one that can tap into the Great 8 form and go berserk, he should be the one that turns Super Saiyan 4. It should be like him, his way of calming down and becoming fucking Super Saiyan 4. Like, oh, you finally mastered your fucking ability to calm down. Don't let the fucking rage take over you. Boom, Super Saiyan 4. Damn, hire me, bro. Let me write for y'all, god damn it. But it's the end of the video, y'all. This your boy T Nasty. Holla at your boy. And I'm out.